It's day 8 and we're looking at the Glenfiddich 15. Well, Happy New Year everyone. I hope you're all feeling good today. I'm feeling a bit worse for wear, but that's not due to excessive drinking in any sort. No, unfortunately it was quite a sober New Year's Eve. I've just got a bit of a headache and a bit of a flu that I've been fighting for actually past few days. Just feeling it right now. And I thought, well, do you know what? A whiskey would help. And I've got to put a day 8 out anyway. So I thought I'd better put it out now, get it recorded. So Glenfiddich 15 is what we're looking at. So Glenfiddich themselves, they are based quite close to Dufftown on the River Fiddich itself. They were established in 1886 by William Grant, and actually the first production started Christmas Day in 1987. 1987, 1887. God, that'll be a long time, wouldn't it? 101 years. It's now run by Grant's descendants. So the company's renamed to William Grant and Sons Limited, but it's still an independent family-owned distillery. And actually, it's the third largest producer of Scotch whisky after Diageo and Pernod Ricard. They also own other brands such as Three Barrels Brandy, Hendrick's Gin, Sailor Jerry's Rum, and Grant's Whiskey. They're some of the big names as well that the family owns. So about this, so in their core range, which they call flagship, they have a 12-year, they have a 14-year, 15-year, and an 18-year-old age statement whiskey. It's just a point to note that although this is called age 15 year, it does say underneath, it says unique Solero Reserve. Now, this used to just trade under the Solero Reserve branding prior to 2008. So what it would mean is the 15 year that was sold prior to 2008 was actually a different blend. It was actually cask strength. So this is slightly different than what you would have got 14 odd years ago. Right, they produce a range of other whiskies, age statement whiskies range from 21 years to 50 years. They are a really big player. Now, a proper size bottle, not miniature, proper size bottle of this will set you back 37 to 42 pounds. Now, this is definitely the cheaper end of the 15-year-old whiskies. You're also able to, at that price range, find Glenlivet 15, but after that, the price for 15-year-old whiskies will jump up to the 50, 60 pound bracket. Right, I'm going to get this open. Talked enough, I feel already, and I definitely need a bit of whiskey to, I hope, calm the headache at this stage. Right, colour that we're looking at. Yeah, that's, I would say, a deep gold color at that stage. It's not like the fairly light ones. I always say this, and I've put it out of reach again. I bring them all out with me, and then I completely forget to put like Glen Murray nearest because it was the lightest one, just so I can compare. But yeah, it's not as light as that. Right, let's get in on the nose. All right, the main thing on the nose is a lot of honey. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of honey off that. And maybe a bit of like sultana, maybe. Yeah, honey and sultanas is the main sort of nose for me that I'm getting. Right, let's go in and have a taste. Well, straight up, that's very smooth. That is very, very smooth straight up. I would say in its flavor, after the main comment of saying it's smooth, in its flavour, there's a bit of the woody oakness to it. There's a caramel tone to it as well, a sweet caramel tone, and elements of maybe some ginger. Yeah, slight ginger, I'd say. So it's smooth, oaky wood, caramel, sweetness to it, and then maybe a hint of ginger on the end. It's not complex at all. This is really not complex. It's quite, I'm not going to say basic, it's quite standard how it is. This is mass produce. It's in a sense, they blend many different vats together to create a consistent flavour that they're going for. Now, it's definitely not complex, but it's a good starting point, I would say, for a 15-year-old. And it's at a value price point that you can get at for a 15-year-old. Yeah, I don't know what more to say, really. It's not outstanding, but it's a really good value 15-year-old age statement whiskey that you, if you see it at the lower end price point specifically, then there's no harm in picking that up. You will get something decent, but it's not going to be complex like some of the other ones will be, but it's really good for its price point. Right, I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.